Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Now the third of this series. This is from Seven Seals. This is their Cask Proof single malt portwood finish with 58.7. All of the Cask Proofs are 58.7, which means water was added. And it's very, very interesting. I've now seen bottles, at least online, that now say not just the single malt, but also then the single malt whiskey. So apparently I'm not the only person who was like, why don't you put the word whiskey on there? Come on, if it's not whiskey, it's not whiskey. So who knows? So I guess it is whiskey after all, at least the newer bottles of this. So this is then Whiskybase number 139257. This costs 60 euros. I am going to compare it to its little brother here. Whoops, that's the cherry wood. Here we have the port wood. This is the Seven Seals single malt port wood finish, and this is bottled at 46%. So I did not like the port wood at all. So I do not really have a strong affinity to any of these products so far from the Seven Seals. So let's see what happens here. Dorf, D-O-L-F. Dork Stockhausen is then the owner of High Spirits Holding, which is the owner of the brand, and he is the master blender. Very important for him. It's not time that matters, it's taste. Well, I'm not sure about that. And sometimes they use the nice equation of the finishes over the ennoblement times the celerity. Wow, I can't pronounce anything today. Speed plus quality is Seven Seals. Where they got the whiskey from, they don't know. Even this bottle is exactly the same as all other bottles, refined and bottled in Switzerland, not distilled. I'm a little worried. Distilled from malted barley. Very, very good. So this is a 50 milliliter bottle for 60 euros. This is a 0.7 liter bottle here for 62 euros, 46% versus 58.7. So on the nose. Oh, I get the port. I don't get the port. Very, very slight red moment, but here I get the cranberries, I get the currants. Oh, I like this better than I've liked most of the other stuff from Seven Seals so far. What I don't get, and that's really surprising, is with the 58.7% is a burn. No alcohol burn whatsoever. It has a tiny little bit more alcohol than this, the 46%. But the 46% has a little bit more of a chocolatey type of moment. There might be like the European oak coming through, if there's any European oak used at all. And over here, I get the port. I really do get what I expect from a port finish product. Interesting. Okay, they do not use any type of chemistry whatsoever. It's all physical accelerated maturation, whatever that means. Are there sound waves? Are there vibrations? Do they use ultraviolet? I don't know. So they don't tell me. The patent pending. Okay, cheers. Okay, now I get the 58.7%, but it's more like a 52% percentage points. Over here, I had vodka with a little bit of wood seasoning. Over here, I have something that is more towards the system of a whiskey. It still feels a little metallic and a little bit young. But this is something where I would not, I'm going to use the word, I would not doubt its origins. Oh, this is the whiskey. Oh, it's young, but it's okay. Yeah, it's whiskey. Here, I remember doubting it actually being a whiskey. It was more like a Schnaps, a vodka, a Aquavit, something like that, corn from Germany. Let's try this real quick to remember how bad it was. I think I looked at the rating at Whiskybase 44. Anything below a 75 is don't touch. But there were only like 4 people that voted and one person gave it a 10. It's like worst stuff ever. I'm not sure about the 10, but I think the 50 on this 100 scale might be actually okay. I had a little discussion with someone the other day, and a couple people are doing it in Germany now. They actually take the 100-point scale at Whiskybase, for example, and they say 50 is the average. And so anything above 50 is good, and anything below 50 is not so good. And so they're taking a Glenfiddich 12 and saying, okay, that's 50. And they're having 60s and 70s, and they don't have very many 80s and 90s, but they also have things that are 40s and 30s and 20s. And I say, but you're screwing up the system. That first of all, the people who go there for their reviews and looking for something above 70, 85 is what we look for. Go, okay, good. Then I'm gonna find something. You're gonna pull the scores down. Yes, I know that. And but they're doing it wrong. I said, well, they're in the majority, but they're still doing it wrong, Jason. I said, I don't disagree with you, but there should be like rules at the Whiskybase to say, okay, we're grading our whiskeys according to the system. And basically, we only have grades between 70 and 90. And everyone should agree to that, and everyone should follow those rules. If not, then you go out of the system. And some people are very stubborn. I like people like that sometimes. I can be stubborn myself. And so why not? All right. But it's just look, everyone else is giving a 78 and 89, sorry, 78, 79, 82, and then you have someone who gives a 43. It's like, what happened? So, but that's actually just a tiny little bit below average, just like everyone else if they were grading on my curve. So I don't know. We need to have rules and regulations sometimes, but maybe I'm just too German. I think in the box. Oh, Jason, think outside the box more. Be more free and... this is not bad. This is a C whiskey. This is maybe a C. No, it's not a C plus. It's a C to C minus whiskey. At least on the nose. I like the nose. I get raspberry. I get currants. I get the port finish. It's a C minus. All right, C minus. Minus. But better than a 5, better than an F or D or whatever I gave that. We're getting up there. I have high hopes. My last bottle is going to be next. This is something that is peated. I used to not be a peat head, but I'm slowly and surely becoming someone who enjoys. I'm gonna use the word enjoy. Someone who can appreciate. That's the word I was looking for. Someone who can appreciate a peated whiskey. I'm not someone who reaches voluntarily to a peated whiskey yet, but if I'm served, I'm gonna enjoy it. I can appreciate it. I'm gonna dissect it and take a look and see what we have. And I have high hopes here for this one, that the young peated accelerated maturation process will do that whiskey good. Let's see here. So my question of the day is, what is your favorite cask strength port finished or port matured whiskey? It's definitely not this one. I know it's actually a Essenhof. I just bought on auction. I'm waiting for them to arrive. They should arrive tomorrow. 2 Teelings that were fully matured 14 years in port cask at 53, 54%. Oh, I'm looking forward to those. I'm not even sure I'm going to share them. I think I'm just going to drink them myself. Those were some of the best whiskeys I've ever had with a port maturation. So what's your favorite? Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, tell others. Yes, these 4 bottles that I've done hit behind each other. It's going to be a 1 day 2 and 1 day and 2, but still, it takes a while to get these done, edited and uploaded, but I thank you for your patience. All the best, Whiskey Jason. One more and then we're through. Bye-bye.